When considering visiting Europe, the first places that come to mind are famous Western European cities like Paris, London, Rome, and so on. But if you're looking to get a little off the beaten path, then Central Europe is the way to go. And what better place to visit than Prague in the Czech Republic? Located in the northwest of the country, just on the Vltava River, is the largest city in the Czech Republic and the historical capital of Bohemia, popularly known as the City of a Thousand Spires. Prague is an architectural gem, all thanks to its Gothic, Baroque, Renaissance and Art Nouveau styles. But that's not the best part. The city has a thriving pub and beer drinking culture, making it an ideal destination for travellers looking for happy highs. So popular is this culture that the Czech Republic consumes more beer per capita than any other country in the world, but more about that later. Join us in this video as we explore must-visit destinations and activities to engage in when visiting the Czech capital. Are you ready? Let the adventure begin! Explore the old town and its surroundings. Surrounded by the new town of Prague, Prague's Old Town is the oldest part of the city and a must-visit place upon arriving in the capital. Old Town Prague is home to the Old Town Square, which has served as the city's main marketplace for many centuries. And since Prague wasn't severely damaged during World War II, many of its most historical buildings have remained intact to today. The square in particular is surrounded by plenty of Baroque, Gothic and Renaissance architecture, with popular buildings being the 15th century astronomical clock, the town hall, the Tyne Cathedral and the St. Nicholas Church. Before heading off, be sure to visit the Narna Čertovka, which is Prague's narrowest street. Measuring just 20 inches wide, it was once used as a fire access route to the Vltava River and is the only surviving street of its kind. Other notable mentions include Charles Bridge and the Old Jewish Ghetto. Take a stroll through the Malá Strana streets. Just across the Vltava River and a few minutes from the old town are the Baroque back streets of Malá Strana. Constructed between the 17th and 18th centuries, they are a popular tourist attraction and the perfect place to capture memorable moments with your loved ones. Also located in the heart of Malá Strana is a Baroque square which is packed with traditional Czech pubs, restaurants and shops against the fantastic views of Vltava. But perhaps the most important sight in Malá is the Infant Jesus of Prague statue. Constructed in the 16th century, hundreds of locals and tourists assemble at the monument to pray, bow and make wishes. Explore historical castles and more castles. If you are a castle fanatic, you definitely need to visit Prague. There are hundreds of medieval castles and chateaux in the Czech Republic and there's no shortage of them, both within Prague and within a simple day trip away. Prague Castle in particular is the largest castle complex in the world and a must-visit during your Prague travel itinerary. Also worth visiting within Prague are the Vyšehrad Castle, the Průhonice Castle and the Troje Chateau. There are a few smaller chateaux scattered throughout the city and its suburbs, although the three are the most popular. Outside of Prague, but still worth visiting, are Český Krumlov Castle, Hluboká Castle and Karlštejn Castle, just to mention but a few. If you're looking to check out the old stomping grounds of ancient royalty, you should also check out Prague and the surrounding countryside. Take a stroll on the green spaces. Did you know that Prague is the greenest urban space in the world? You heard that right. Even within the city's confines, you'll be able to experience raw nature by visiting beautifully manicured parks, gardens and nature reserves. Regrovy Sadi, for example, is the perfect place to watch the magical sunset views during the summer, while Letna is home to several beer gardens and the 75-foot tall Metronome. For expansive outdoor spaces, you can visit Stromovka, which is the biggest park in Prague, or even take a nature walk at Wallenstein Gardens as you enjoy watching peacocks and magical water fountains. For some more intense hiking, don't forget to check out the Divoká Šárka Nature Reserve, which is located on the outskirts of Prague. Take a history lesson. If you are a history lover, Take time to visit multiple museums around the city to learn about Czechoslovakia's communist past. Popular museums in the city include the Museum of Communism and the KGB Museum, where communist artifacts, a nuclear bunker, and other Cold War items are open to the public. After a tour of the museums, swing by the 13th century Jewish quarter, locally known as Josef Fov. It was once home to exiled Jews from all over Europe and a popular tourist attraction in Prague. Although a huge section of the settlement was destroyed in the late 19th century, there's plenty to see, including the Jewish synagogues, the Prague Jewish Museum, and the Museum of Decorative Arts. There's also the city's famous dancing house, which was designed by Canadian-American Frank Gehry and Croatian-Czech Vlado Milinitz. It symbolizes the blending of communism and the contemporary world and is a must-visit for history lovers. Drink a world-famous beer. The Czech Republic drinks more beer per capita than any other country in the world, so it's no wonder that Prague is home to the world's best beer. So popular is the beer in Prague that 1 pint of Pilsner goes for $1 compared to water, which sells for $2. Of course, the most famous beer is Pilsner Urquell, although also worth trying are Gambrinus, Unetice, Staropramen, Kozel, Budva, and more. Want a beer spa instead? Prague has got you covered. There are plenty of beer spas in the city where you can soak in beer while drinking copious amounts of the happy liquid, but from a separate keg. If you are the extreme type, you can visit Budapest for a beer bath. And what are you going to pair with all that happy liquid? Some delicious Czech cuisine, of course. Czech is a haven for food lovers, so you won't have a problem lining your stomach. For a classic Czech meal, you can try svíčková, which is beef in a sweet cream sauce served with dumplings and cranberries. Alternatively, you can try goulash, paired with the to die for fried cheese. Either way, if you try any of these meals or both of them, consider your trip to Prague a success. Attend amazing festivals. Prague's entertainment scene is packed with festivals running throughout the year. During the summer month, the Plavka Brags River Boardwalk area comes alive with tons of festivals, floating beer gardens, live music, and other live events. In early autumn, a wine festival takes over the city, with the Christmas winter markets lighting up the streets. Combined, all these festivals make Prague magical. Take a cruise on the Vltava River. Seeing Prague from the Vltava River is a special experience and lets you see all those medieval buildings and monuments from a different perspective. At night, the city's lights reflect on the river's water against the backdrop of castles towering high above. For a truly unforgettable experience, take a cruise down the Vltava River and enjoy a candle-lit dinner with some light jazz music in the background. Enjoy Prague's nightlife. No matter your groove, whims and needs, Prague's nightlife is perfectly calibrated to ensure you have a good evening of entertainment. If you are a clubber, the city is world-renowned for its jazz, classical music, and live music venues, so make sure to try it at least once. If it is the happy highs that you are after, you don't have to worry about your pockets running empty. All thanks to the cheap beer prices in Prague. Popular drinking spots among locals and tourists alike include the Cross Club U Sodu, Karlovy Lasnia, Deja Vu, Legenda, Duplex, Chapeau Rouge, and Sazazu. So what do you think about these places and activities in Prague? Are they tempting enough to satisfy your travel itch? Comment in the comment section below and we will be happy to sample them.